yes, girl, look at her. We don't know her. She's new and different.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey Groovy babies, I'm back like a heart attack. I know you guys are wondering where the hell I have been. Well girl, let me tell you, it's been a ride. But I am back and I am ready to tackle 2024 and I'm going to tell you how. I know that we need to talk. It's been a long time. I haven't really been skating. Don't judge me, judge your mom. No, just kidding. Don't judge me, but I am finally coming back to myself, coming back to realizations, getting that energy back. Got a new haircut, new hair, new year, new me. No, same me, but better. So I want to talk to you guys today about goal making and where I plan to take my channel, my life, all that. Okay, so today is going to be just a layout of the groundwork of everything that I want to accomplish this year and talking to you and seeing what maybe you want to accomplish, how I can help, how we can help each other, how we can grow, glow, and groove. You feel me? Just bear with me today. I'm going to just have a little chat. I just want to sit down, have a one-on-one before we put the wheels on and start rolling and getting our groove back, because your girl is rusty. Okay, she is rusty, but that is fine because all it takes is consistency and practice. That's it. Okay, we're not looking for perfection, we're just looking for progress this year. Okay. Wow, I'm just full of energy today. All right, so let's just hop right into this video. I'm just going to kind of share what I have been thinking in my noggin since we started this new year, and I just sat down with myself and really tapped into what some of my goals are for skating in particular. And I was like, wait, this could probably help someone, right? So I just wanted to share some of that with you and share my journey as I always do, and start tapping back in with everyone and get back into the community and start sharing again and being good old Groovy baby, because I've missed her. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. Ever since I've taken a break from skating and taking a break from life in general, like I just tapped out for a second there. Okay, depression is real. Okay, and I had it, but I'm coming to terms with where I've been and where I'm going and all of the emotions and things that kind of just like put me in a weird stuck space for a while. If you checked my last video, like the last you saw of me, I'm like, how to unstuck yourself. Yeah, I was stuck. I was mentally stuck. Didn't have anything to do with skating per se. It was just, the mind games that we all love and we all go through. So if you're going through that right now, I hope that you get through it. I hope that you get the support that you need. Don't be afraid to reach out to me if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling just not worthy of anything that's going on in life, because I've been there and it's a really scary place. But I promise you, it'll all come to light. It'll all bring itself right around, and you will actually you would be like, why did I let myself stop? Why did I let myself quit? So yeah, that's my spiel. So as I took time away from social media, took time away from life, I had to play the mental game. I had to get my mind right. I had to focus on myself. And one thing about me is I give, but then there's nothing left for me, right? So that's where I have been for the last year. I don't have any other updates other than that, but I will say that the last year being a mental health year for me has been such a full circle moment for me to realize that like you can't burn yourself out to the point where you can't come back. Okay, and I've done that. So this year, balance, persistence, and discipline. Okay, because I love skating, and the thing is when I get so depressed and so anxious and just so withdrawn, I can't make myself do the things that I love. So I'm done with depression. I'm done with anxiety. That will no longer rule my life. I need to keep doing things that raise my vibration, make me feel better, and that is skating. I don't know what it is, what they put on them skates, little fairy dust, but it feels amazing, and I'm so glad that I'm refinding myself and recreating a journey, and it's gotta be so good. Ooh. Now that I'm done rambling about my life, I want to talk to you about your goals and what we can do to reach them. 2024 is here, baby girl, and you got some goals to reach. And I know everybody has something that they want to do as far as life or skating, but we're here to talk about the skating part, okay? Just skating, okay? Let's talk goals. All right. Your girl's got some goals to reach this year, okay? I have like 3 different goals that I really want to reach this year and want to work on. This is just for my own personal journey, and I need to tell you so that you can keep me accountable, okay? Accountability buddies? Okay, cool. My first goal is to find and develop my own personal skate style and my flow, you know, because like I feel like I just like learn things and I do them, but then like I don't incorporate them into anything that I'm like trying to do, any dance moves or anything. So I'm trying to find my style, I'm trying to find my flow and develop that as this year goes on. My next goal is to learn a handful of new tricks and moves, because I find the reason why I got stuck is because I wasn't really learning anything new. I was just like teaching you guys the things that I already knew how to do, and I would just keep doing those things instead of growing as well. So I'm really taking time to put some personal practice aside and really get in the lab and work on what the heck I want to work on and try and develop my own skate style as well and develop my tricks and my moves and get a groove going. So I guess those two kind of go together. And then my last goal is to make sure that I'm being consistent here and that I am putting out more helpful videos for you guys, even if it's just showing my own personal journey to unlocking a new move or doing a new dance step or something. I need to be consistent here, because one thing that as I was like reflecting was that I really enjoy creating and I really enjoy hearing and seeing feedback from you guys and like seeing your growth and seeing like that I was able to help you with that. Like that is my why. That is why it's important to me to create these videos. So as much as I was like, just quit, nobody's gonna fucking trust you, nobody's gonna care, like you've been gone forever, like who is gonna, I don't even, whatever. If I help one person, that's amazing. Every single comment that I get that is like, hey, I unlocked backward skating because I watched your video, or like I've had people come up to me and say like, I've unlocked all these things because of your YouTube video. Get back on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm stressed. I can't right now. But fuck that. We're not doing that anymore. We're going to get our asses back on YouTube. We're going to keep helping. We're going to keep putting out what we're doing, because I feel the passion and the force behind it. So that's my other goal. I am really talking a lot today. I'm just so excited. Like we're just sitting here talking and like, I don't know, it's been rough. And like to finally be back to myself again is like a blessing. And like, I think as sad as those moments were in my past, that it's allowing me to be here now. And I'm still not even like, this is just the beginning. Like, I don't know, this year just feels good for me. I know like everybody says that every year, but last year I did not feel that way. I literally stayed at home, fell asleep before midnight and was like, I have no goals. I don't care. I'm sad. Drank myself to death. But this year I just have goals for so many areas of my life, for my health, for my wellness, for my work and everything. Like I have to get my tunnel vision together, and like now I finally have the mental capacity to do that. So I am stoked, to say the least. So now that I've told you guys my goals, let's talk about your goals and how you can create them and how you can reach them in a timely manner, okay? Because that's what's important. So I was like writing down like all of these moves and these tricks that I want to do, and I'm like, hey, that's cute, that's cool, let's get it. But then I'm like, wait, how am I planning on getting there? You know, because each of these things are at different levels and they're at different ways, and you're like, what the fuck? I was like, I could just do one a month or something. And I'm like, you know, that's like 12 tricks in 12 months, which is cool. But what if we did 12 tricks in 12 weeks? And I'm like, now that's something I could get behind. I just set up like a trick list and I went through it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to tier these. This is tier 1, this is tier 2, this is tier 3, and I divvied it up. So let's get into it. I'm gonna give you some steps into how you can create your skate goals. If you want some examples, here's my skate list right here. It's my trick list. Now start out too spicy. We want to take it slow. We want to get there. You know, we want to be alive and live to skate another day. Okay, let's go through it. You know, let's put it out into steps so that you can too, if you want to pull from my trick list, or you can create your own trick list of things that have just been your dream moves. We're talking dream moves, like 360s or like 1-foot spins, toe spins, like something that you've always wanted to do but you never truly got. And there's a couple of those for me, and like I just started doing it this week, and I've already unlocked my stationary snake walk. It's right here. Butter. And the thing is like I've only been practicing for 3 days, but because I've just really narrowed in on what it is that I'm drilling, like I am drilling this over and over again, and I am trying to understand the mechanics. I'm watching other skaters, I'm watching tutorials, like I'm pulling all of this knowledge into my body, and I'm just like, let's go. And it's working so far. But you know, you're not always going to unlock that trick as time goes on. Like, you know, they get harder and it's going to take more time, but that's fine. So let's get into the juicy juice of this video, okay? Because I'm ranting. I'm so sorry. Let's get to business, okay? Because I'm just talking way too much. Skate goals 2024. I want you to take all of the things that you want to do and dump it out on a piece of paper. Okay? Think of all the tricks that you have been just sleeping on and thinking of, and just put it out on a piece of paper. Put it to the side. Okay? We're going to come back to it later. On another piece of paper, I want you to write out why you want to achieve these goals. Okay, now, step 1. In order to even create a goal, you need to know what's the vision. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Okay? Why are you doing it? Why do you want to achieve this goal? How will it make you feel once you do? Really try to tap in here, right? Get very specific. Getting clear on your goals is what's going to help you understand how to get to them, if that makes sense. Okay? Step 1, very simple. Step 2, time to brain dump, okay? Remember that trick list that you put? Take it out. Put it all in front of you. What are some things that are on your priority list? What are some things you've been putting off? What are some things you were like, nah, I'll learn it later? Or like you got frustrated with along the way. For me, corkscrews. Them goddamn corkscrews are trying to take me out. And I'm coming for them this year. Watch. But that's beside the point. Look at your list, put little asterisks against the ones that you want. I want you to choose 12. You don't have to choose all 12 right now, but I want you to really think about 12, because we're going to figure that out as we go down these steps, okay? It'll all loop back. Trust me. Trust me, okay? Step 3. You need to take these steps and break them down into chunks, okay? You have your actionable steps, right? Now you got to break them down into chunks. You have to figure out, okay, if I'm going to skate 3 days a week, then I'm going to work on this move at least this amount of time, 3 days a week, okay? You're really going to focus on that. Really focus. This is practice time. This is lab time. This isn't play time, okay? So as you're thinking of these cool moves, you're seeing yourself, you're visualizing, you're like, yes, I'm going to be doing that soon. Really put yourself there. Put yourself into that environment and think, what would she be doing? What is this person doing in order to get this move finally? They're practicing consistently. They're tapping in. They're listening to the beat. They're finding the rhythm. They're doing, like, think of these things. Small little things that you can do in order to increase your chances of actually unlocking these moves. Also, to help you guys with this, I created like a little workbook down below so that you can have a step-by-step. I don't know. I love creating like things for myself that I can actually see and have in front of me and tangibly feel. So if you want, you can take it and you can write down your goals there. You can write down your steps and you can just walk yourself through it. I know that it seems like a lot, like, girl, just go skate. But like at the end of the day, if you really want to be unlocking some cool stuff and you really want to take your craft to the next level instead of just flowing and not really actually having like strategy in there or like any kind of like technique, and then, you know, that's fine and you can just do that. But I've been doing that for years, and like at this point I'm really like trying to figure out like what kind of like skate style and what kind of skater I want to be. And I don't think I've really ever had that. I just do what I do, baby, and that's fine too. But I don't know, I just want more cleanliness, more, I don't know, I just want things to look more smooth, less flary, less extra. Like I mean, I'm down for that too, but I want like to have a style that, like, when you're seeing I'm doing footwork, I'm doing footwork, okay? I'm doing footwork. And it's not footwork and I'm stumbling and doing all this stuff. But that's just me. It could be different for you. You could be an artistic skater. You could be a skate park skater. Any of this can apply to any kind of skating. I know me in particular, I'm really trying to focus on my jam style, okay? So now that you have created your actionable steps and you have it in your chunks, we aren't gonna just like jump into it and just like start going that way. You need to kind of set it up and break it down into what level, like you need to really assess where you are so that you can actually start making the steps into those more advanced moves. So maybe start with something simple like the 0. Week 1, that's what we're working on. Week 2, downtown, that's what we're working on. Add the 0 in there. So you won't want to like try something like a 360 in week 1 when you don't know how to 180. It makes sense? So if you're doing a 180 for the first week, maybe you can try the 360. I don't know. It depends on how well and how comfortable you are. You really have to tap in with yourself and be like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing. So really be honest with yourself and be like, okay, I'm here right now and I want to be there, but you can actually just start building off of small things and work on a new thing as you get more comfortable. And if you're not ready to move on to a new move in the following week, that's fine. Just keep working on the one thing that you were already working on and then work on the new thing when you're ready. Make sense? Okay. So the point of having all of these chunks and these steps is so that you don't get so overwhelmed by everything at once. Taking all of these small steps and breaking it down into little bite-sized pieces is what's going to help you get to that ultimate trick. And I want number 12 to be your ultimate trick, like the thing that you never even thought you could do. And you're going to get there. And you just have to really go into yourself and realize what it is that you want and how you're going to get there. And then next thing you know, 12 weeks later, you're going to be like, wow, I didn't even know I could do that. We're just streamlining that process. Yes, you can get there in a couple of months. In a couple of months and maybe a year, but like we're trying to streamline that, okay? We're trying to make some real progress this year. So that's what we're gonna do. Step 4. Now it's the fun part. You need to create your skate routine, baby girl. Yep, there's a skate routine. You know how you have a morning routine, you have a nighttime routine, you're gonna need a skate routine. You're gonna need to block out time because we're all busy. And if we don't have time, then we're just like, we need to make time. I'm talking to myself here because I've definitely been there. But we need to make time for the things that we love to do. Putting it in your schedule is going to make it easier for you to just know, hey, this is my time. This is for me. This is what I'm doing for myself today. Because if not, you're just going to find ways to say, I don't have time. I don't have time. There's a lot of time in the day, baby girl. And I've been waking up and just doing it in the morning because I do work now and I do a whole lot of other things throughout my day. So I'm like, hey, the only time I can do it is at sunrise. So guess what? Somebody's getting up and going to do a sunrise practice session. And actually, it's been pretty good for me to just start my day, release some stress, kind of get moving. And it's actually been pretty good. So I think I'm really going to try and keep doing that. Fingers crossed, nothing weird in my brain starts happening because, you know me. So while creating your skate routine, you need to get clear on the days, the times, how much time, where are you doing it at, how are we going to get there, all of it, okay? Try and make it somewhere that's easily accessible. You cannot be like, oh, I'm going to go all the way to the skate park across town every day, work on my handstands. No, you need to, I don't know why I did that. But no, you can just do it in your local tennis court, basketball court, whatever you got going on, make it work, okay? Because you're going to want some private time to yourself. You're not going to want a whole lot of people around or whatever the situation may be. Find a good time, find a good place, and get it done. Figure out how much time you want to do it. For me, I'm actually doing 30 minutes to an hour each morning. That's it. If I do 30 minutes, freaking fantastic. And I made a resolution for myself to actually skate at least 3 times a week. I've already done that and I'm doing more. So you ever notice when you say oh, I'm only gonna read for 15 minutes, you end up reading for more? Set a really small goal. If you aren't skating right now, maybe say, I just wanna skate once a week for 1 hour. Just do it. And actually don't like, yeah, get in your flow and, you know, warm up and do all the things that you need to do, but don't try and like veer off of your plan, right? This is your practice time. This is the time that you put aside for yourself to unlock these things. Take your trick, take your ass to the courts, start drilling. Drilling and drilling and drilling and drilling. At least that's what I'm gonna be doing, because I'm trying to level up this year. I gotta catch up. Your girl has been gone for like a whole year, and I've skated more this like week than I have all last year, and I feel amazing, and I look amazing too. The point is to do what you can. Find what time that you can spare for skating. If you really love it, you'll find the time. If you really want to get better, you'll find the time. So get to it. Ain't nothing but to do it. Step 5, keep track of your goals, because you'll never know when you're gonna fall off. Keeping track of your goals is the most important part. Okay? If you don't see progress, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, screw this, I'm out. Like, you're gonna give up. You're gonna be like, I'm not making any progress anyway. Ugh. So I created a free download, like I said, is down below. You can pick it up. It's free. Just grab it. You just need to see all these things so that you can actually use them, okay, and make real progress. And keep track of where you are, where you're going, if you've unlocked a move or not. If you haven't, move it over to the next week. That's totally fine. Add it to your new trick if you want to, if you're getting bored or frustrated. Sometimes you just need to take a step away, you know? Now, because I have a fresh mind and a fresh perspective. And if not, that's totally fine too. Just take it at your own pace. It's not a race. This is just a guideline, an outline to how you can unlock things much faster. You feel me? Of course, it's important to measure your progress as well. So tracking your progress is different, but measuring your progress is more of something that you kind of have to see, okay? You have to see it and feel it. I would say like the most effective way to measure your progress is probably video. Record your sessions, record yourself. Maybe record your best attempt each time or your worst attempt so that you can see where you are by the end of this cycle, by the end of the week. I'd say like this is the most effective way because you can't really rely on your memory that much. I don't think it has as much of an impact, especially because cue imposter syndrome. You're gonna think that you're not actually making progress. I find that seeing it visually really helps me, and I'm like, yes, girl, look at her. We don't know her. She's new and different. But seriously, it really boosts my confidence. It helps me see myself in a different perspective outside of myself, outside of feeling the frustration that I do feel with drilling something over and over and over again. And then I see it like this video, and then the next video, I'm like, oh, girl, like this right here, like my snake walk in the beginning. Snake walk now. This is just 2 days of like actually sitting there and drilling. So it's all about just sitting here and putting it into your head that you can do this. And don't be afraid to take advice from other people outside of yourself. Don't be afraid to ask other skaters for tips. I've been just watching other skaters like on Instagram and literally just studying and trying to see, because I've always seen people do the snake walk thing and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So don't be afraid and don't compare. Just be like, hey, I can get there. I can do that. They could do it. I could do it too. Just wait. Have to be patient. You have to be patient with yourself. Make sure you're measuring your progress. Make sure that you're checking in with yourself and recording, even if it's just for a little bit. You don't have to share your socials or anything like that if that's not what you're into. Like, that's totally fine. This is for you, baby girl. It's for you and only you. So you can do whatever you want with your footage. I find that sometimes putting something on social media or something like that does help boost my confidence. And then also the encouragement from everybody else in the skate community is pretty freaking dope, right? Like, everybody is rooting for you, probably sometimes harder than you're rooting for yourself. So if you need that extra encouragement, by all means, do you, baby. So I think that's about it, you know? Just take it one step at a time. I think this is probably the only way that I can break it down for you because this is how I broke it down for myself, and I figured maybe it could help someone. But if you guys are like interested in seeing my journey into unlocking these new moves and getting tips for them along the way, I could totally do that. Just comment below. Let me know what it is that you guys are working on. What are you trying to unlock this year? Maybe I can help with that too. If you're new, if you're like a beginner, like baby deer, I would say maybe break it down into 6 weeks, okay? And then like practice a move for 2 weeks, because if you're really just getting on wheels, I would suggest like taking it a little bit easy. Don't be so hard on yourself. I made the mistake of skating like every freaking day, which is cool, but I burnt out really fast, okay? So just take it easy. I can give you like some ideas of what you can do each week, and I actually have videos already for these things on my YouTube already. So all you have to do is click on that video and study that video for that whole week, keep working on it, and grow from there. So for all my baby deers out there that don't really know that many tricks or that many things that they want to do, let's start you out here, okay? Week 1, I want you to work on stability, balance, falling, getting used to what wheels feel like under your feet. I want you to get used to getting up and stopping. And if you need help with that, I have a video right here for you. I don't know what side it goes on. Click the video above and you can start with that. For week 2, we're going to learn how to glide smoothly. We're going to learn how to get our momentum and shift our weight. Week 3, we're going to learn the 0, video up here. Week 4, we're going to learn the downtown, video up here. Week 5, we're going to learn how to turn around, how to transition, video up here. In week 6, we can work on our heel toe spins. That's our ultimate trick right there, okay? That's gonna be your end goal. And if you can already do all these things, you're no longer a beginner, baby, and you need to come up with some cool moves, okay? That's just something to give to my beginner babies, my little baby deers out there that are just trying to get a roll on. You can start with those simple 6 things, do it for 2 weeks at a time, stretch it out through the 12 weeks. By the end of the 6th week, you'll be having that heel toe spin, baby girl, and you can watch the video up there, okay? So that is about it for me today. I done talked so much, y'all. But I missed you, and I'm glad to be back. And I can't wait to see how this whole journey unfolds for all of us and how all of our journeys are going to come together. Yeah, it's good to be back. And I'll be seeing more of you guys soon. I plan to post at least once a week, every week. I don't know what day it's going to be yet. I got to find what works for me, so I'm not going to commit to anything yet. But I do plan on posting once every single week. So make sure you have those notifications turned on, you ring the bell, you get on my subscriber list, because I am back like a heart attack. And I ain't going nowhere. All right, I got to go. Stay groovy. Peace, love, all that. I'm going to see you later. Bye.